Alright, what is going on, my friend out there on internet land? It's Brando here, coming to you from my home, and in this video I want to share with you guys some tips on things that I picked up from people who've made 6 and 7 figures in business. Alright, we're going to talk about business here because it doesn't matter if you're a teacher and you're watching this, if you're an accountant, if you're a lawyer. Alright, if you want to make 6 figures a year annually, alright, I'm not talking about just in sales or something. I'm talking about in net income. If you want to make 6 figures, over $100,000 a year, I would encourage you start your own business. All right, I would encourage you learn to leverage your time and energy and put it towards something that can actually be long lasting, not something that you're helping someone else build up their fortune working for another person. Not saying that you have to follow my advice here. This is obviously not for everyone, but learn to build out your own business. That's by far the best way you could hit a 6-figure income, being your own CEO. And just to give you a little bit of an insight of just one way you can do this, all right, because there's multiple different ways. One way you can do this, and this is a tip I'm going to share with you in this review, is starting an internet-based business. Now, when it comes to this, my story and experience with it, if you hear me out here for a minute, goes back 2 years ago. I was working in corporate America. I was working 40 hours a week in a restaurant, started as a dishwasher, worked my way up to a baker, worked that position for like 2.5 years. Didn't enjoy it. I didn't feel like I was, fulfilling a higher purpose in my life. I knew there was more that I had to give, just didn't know how to actually do that. And I knew that I was worth a lot more than like $11.50 an hour. I don't know if you can relate, okay? But I knew I was worth more, and I started looking for things when I was on my breaks and after I was done my shifts. I would be searching on the internet, looking at YouTube videos and reviews at different businesses and models, but specifically the internet, because I wanted flexibility and time freedom. I didn't want to have to be tied down to a location. I didn't want to have to manage and maintain employees. I wanted to be able to do something on the side of working a full-time job so I could eventually make enough money to quit that baking job. And what ended up happening after a lot of trial and error, I was able to stumble across an individual through Facebook who was making a multiple 6-figure income business on the internet, which is not average, not typical results, but because they were doing this and it was a business, the more work they were putting into their business, the more they were making. And it wasn't a job, so they weren't getting paid paycheck to paycheck, so there's a little bit of a shift there. But I like the idea of not being tied down to like $11 an hour, being able to control the amount of money you can make when you know how to market yourself. And that's exactly what they're doing. And because they're doing this on the internet without home meetings, without pitching friends and family, without chasing people around with a stick, okay, I started to model and copy them. It was very attractive to me, all right? And in less than 3 months after that, this is what happened, all right? I was able to go from working 40 to 50 hours a week, 6 days a week sometimes at a restaurant, to being able to create a full-time income business and quit my corporate America job doing that, all right? I was able to walk away from corporate America, and I haven't worked a job since. That's going back to 2014. I don't share that to brag. I don't share it to boast because, quite honestly, it didn't happen overnight. It took 3 months, and that was hard, excruciating pain, all right? It was pain as in, it was late nights. It was frustrating. When I wanted to go to bed, I didn't. I just followed a simple process that they outlined for me, and I was very consistent and strategic when I was working, all right? I wasn't going out and watching TV or watching movies like some people do, all right? I wasn't procrastinating on my dreams, so I was able to do that. So those aren't average or typical results, and I share that with you because if you want to make a 6-figure income, you're an accountant, you're a teacher, whatever your profession is, we'll say accounting in this video because I think I'm going to leave that as the title, but if you're an accountant, you want to make 6 figures, build your own business, create your own income, control your own income, that way you can exceed your goals, all right? You can grow yourself doing so, and the internet's the best platform you could utilize. There's a lot of noise out there online. It was not until I connected with someone who was doing this that I had a breakthrough. I would encourage you, instead of beating around with a stick out there online by yourself, trying to figure out the magical piece to the puzzle, learn to model and copy someone who's already getting results and take massive action, guys. It can change your life, literally. Not a guarantee of income. I'm not promising you results. Your results are based on your efforts and your efforts only. Nothing will change unless you change, but that is just my tip I wanted to share with you in a little part of a lecture, I guess you could say, in this video. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this. It's been fun talking with you. If you'd like to learn any more information about building a business and income on the internet to hit 6 figures, to retire yourself from corporate America, to be able to spend more time with your wife or your husband, if you're coachable, you're trainable, you're open-minded, connect with me on my site. It's 123marketingtips.com. The link will be down below, and I'll see you guys with or without you on the beach of the world. But hopefully I see you on the beach of the world, all right? And take care.